This thing on? Do these glasses make me look smarter? No? Welcome back to Transformation Tuesday. Every week I go through the entire MLS and I find cool old homes that have been given a new life. And I like to show you the before and afters. It's kind of like renovation porn. So here's your fix for this week. This house is in Lakeview Village. It's in the southwest corner of Lakeview Village. Some of the most coveted real estate in this whole city, and these lots rarely come up for sale. This is a huge lot. It's 9,400 square feet, almost a quarter of an acre, big pie lot. Backs onto a little path, and the path leads to a secret little park that's shared by 8 or 9 of the houses there. It's priced at $1.9249 million, and this listing is courtesy of EXP. So this is a 1967 two-story split house, and this is a very familiar layout for late 60s, early 70s kind of split two-story. This one's about 2,400 square feet above grade, and it's been totally redone, inside and outside, all the new windows, all new siding, roof, soffits, all the plumbing, all the electrical, all the mechanical. Everything is new, and they did it in this sort of farmhouse style, black and white and oak. So you can see the front entrance there, new doors, new open riser. It had open risers before, but open riser white oak staircases with the white rails and the black metal spindles. Very chic. You can just see in the background there the mudroom that they built, and I'm going to come back to that later. Now this is really cool. This is at the front of the house. You can see the bay window there. All the windows are new, of course. And in these old houses, I've seen a dozen like this. They're the same layout. They have like 3 living rooms upstairs. So, you have your kitchen and a little dining room, and then you have kind of next to the kitchen you have a breakfast nook, and then down a couple steps from that you have another sunken living room. So you have all these living rooms. So what they did is they actually took the one extra living room upstairs, or sitting room or whatever, and they closed it in rather than open it up, which is a nice departure from what you're used to seeing on here. Most floor plans get opened up. This got closed off, so they closed this off to make this nice private formal dining room. And I like how they painted it dark, and I like how they have the dining table right out in front of the window like that. Really clever use of space, in my opinion. This is that same room from a different angle. So you can see on the before picture, on that opening that went to that front entrance, they closed that off, and then you just have a door that leads back to the kitchen. So this is where you're going to have your nice dinners with family, your Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter and birthdays and whatever, if you like to host and you like to have a bunch of guests over for company. I like how they did this. Rather than have that like redundant sort of sitting room, extra living room, they created a proper dining space. Really smart idea. This is the kitchen, and again they kind of closed it off, so we're seeing it from the same angle. You see that window out into the backyard, and they did sort of this alley kitchen thing with a big long eat up island in there. And of course, they've got top end appliances in there too. You see the barn door on the right, which is going to take you into that dining room. So I like that too. You can bring the food in and set the table, and then close off from the kitchen. But it's not like a closed off galley working kitchen. It's still an open kitchen where you can grab a stool at the bar and have a drink and listen to music or whatever. So layout wise, I really like what they did with this. And you can see the back, where the original sort of little dining space was, they closed that off. And we're going to come back to that in a bit, what they used that space for. So just really, really thoughtful use of space here. These folks bought this house 5 years ago. They aren't flippers, per se. They bought it for about 1.4 in mostly original condition, and they renovated it. I believe they appear to be still living it, though it does have some staging. So this is the kitchen from another angle. And then what I talked about earlier, how it extends into that sunken living room, where I guess you would go have your after dinner cigar and brandy. I'm not sure. So they whitewashed all the brick, which is typical for today's renovations. Of course, all new windows and doors and patio doors and all that. They've got all the black anodized metal frame windows. Really nice upgrades. But again, you've got the focus on this one living room rather than have the redundant living room space. They now have proper dining room. And this is just looking back towards the kitchen from that new living room, all sort of opened up. Well, it was always opened up, but closed off at the back, and then with the passage into that new dining room. Now, this is all sort of behind the front entrance. They had sort of a laundry room and powder room. They turned this into a proper sort of mudroom, because that was a bit of maybe a shortcoming of the original floor plan, is the front entrance was a bit lacking. You walked in, there's nowhere to hang your coat, you're right next to the stairs. So they put in this nice little locker setup. Take you upstairs. This is what I believe to be the master bedroom. And they expanded this, and they blew it a wall, and they made this great big open concept sort of 5-piece ensuite attached to that. So you can see where they replaced the cramped old bathroom with this enormous presidential 5-piece ensuite with a big stand-up tub and a custom tile shower. Really pretty. If you go into the link in my bio in Instagram, click on Transformation Tuesday, you can see all 50 pictures. It'll take you to the original listing. And my last picture, this is the basement. So they kept the basement sort of a flex space, mostly open. They note in the remarks that it's reconfigurable. They've got it used as sort of a gym and rumpus room. They've got a vinyl plank down there, so it's spill resistant and durable. And just a basic basement, and I kind of like that. Now, they added a bedroom down there too, a nice big guest bedroom. But I kind of like that because you see so many of these new builds and renos where they put all this effort and resources into this downstairs entertainment space with a big wet bar and the theater and all that. But if you have company, where are you going to be? You're going to be upstairs. You're going to be close to the kitchen. You're going to be going back and forth to the kitchen for drinks and snacks. And if you're watching a movie, you're probably watching a movie in that sunken living room space after dinner, and you're not going all the way downstairs. So I'd be okay to see that trend go away and see basements used more like this one's used. I like what they did here. So a really nice renovation, beautiful area. And I do this every Tuesday. If you like seeing these before and afters and seeing these old houses given new life, I know I do. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday, and next week I'll do another one. Have a great week.